Yo, what's happening, people? It's I am Wolf, back again with the DirectX Talk Show. And today we have two very special guests here. And I have my co-host, as usual, Blazing Phoenix.
Hey guys, keep it Xbox.
Much love, much love. And we have Ghost Rider 730 back on the show.
What's up, guys? This is Ghost Rider 730. Thanks for having me back.
And we have my boy right here, Blacky Lebowski.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's good to be here on the DirectX Talk Show with Iron Wolf Blazing and Ghost Rider. Let's get into it, fellas.
What's up, Blacky Lebowski, man? What's up?
I'm chilling, man.
Yeah, so let's cut to the chase right now, man. The thing that we wanted to talk about, that everybody wants to know, man, it was trending worldwide on Twitter, and that is Gears of War, man. There's been leaks all over the internet. All these, gaming media outlets have got gameplay footage, screenshots that they haven't shown yet, but they said they got, and they have sources. And I myself, I've seen gameplay off screen of the thing in action. Now, I'm not sure if I'm treading on anybody's foot by saying that, but all I know is out there anyway, so I might as well say it too. And hopefully I won't get in trouble for that. But I seen it and it looks freaking amazing, dude. And it was Gears of War 1 remastered from the ground up in 60 frames per second in 1080p. And people were saying it's a leak, but then I don't know, it might have been a controlled leak. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it, starting with you, Blacky Lebowski, man.
Yeah, first off, I'd like to say thanks for the whole Marcus Phoenix Collection movement. It's really awesome. But, I mean, this is great news. I mean, talking about Gears of War on the Xbox One, I think this game will really make the system my complete, console. You got Halo, Forza, and all we need is a good Gears. And it's just, I don't know, that first time I played Gears of War 1, you guys remember it, it's like the lighting and how everything was and just the audio, it was fucking ridiculous. It's Gears of War. So for it to come back, man, I'm 100% down for it. Day one purchase, but the biggest message to really drive home here is, man, thank you, Iron Wolf, and everybody behind the whole movement. That is really...
man, it was a team effort, man. I don't like to take credit for stuff like that. We all got in as a community, unlike these ass pirates that, they're focused on what we have. They should really call out Yoshida because they don't have no games. But it was a team effort at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? And we got together, made our voices heard, and we have it, man. We have a Gears of War remastered, probably coming this year, man. But what do you have to say about it, Blaze, man?
Me, I think this is it's good news. It's great. I was dying for a new Gears of War game. I'm dying to play get some curve stock going. And I think the Xbox community need this. Halo got this Master Chief Collection. I think Gears fans deserve something too. So this is a real great time to be an Xbox gamer. I can't wait for E3. I can't wait to see what Gears look like. I'm just excited.
Yeah, I just believe that Phil Spencer and the Xbox team, they should really come with a press release, Xbox Y on their website, an official press release, because we know about it now, it's out there in the horizon. Whether it was controlled or not, I still believe it was controlled, but everybody, the reason why I think it's controlled, because Battlefront, that shit broke the internet, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Call of Duty Black Ops 3 broke the internet, so Gears needs to be in the limelight too. So obviously these leaks, companies do this shit by purpose to gain publicity, you understand, and have people talk about it and get people get hyped up about that kind of shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. They should do the Mad World trailer again.
Yeah, they should remake the Mad World trailer, man, because that shit was awesome, dude. But yeah, what you have to say about it, Ghost Rider, man? I know you're a big Gears fan, man.
Hey, man, I tell you like this. The first time I ever seen Gears was when my brother was playing it. And I'm like, whoa, I see him rolling around, chainsawing people. And I'm like, wow, it blew my mind. I can't lie. And I'm glad that if they building it from the ground up, part one, oh, that's going to be crazy. It's taking me back to memory lane, man.
Yeah.
When I first played it, especially the campaign mode, is fire, man.
It had you horrified. It's scary.
What?
Yeah,
this game is going to be hot, and I think the Xbox One needed this because it's always good to have another shooter, man. Like you got Halo, you can rely on shooting. You get tired, you can jump to Call of Duty. Now, it was due for a Gears of War, man. Now you could jump into playing Gears of War and have fun on that,
Yeah,
Gives you more
what
options.
would be crazy, man, is if they announce at E3 and they say, you know what, it's available to download right
Hey,
now. That would be
Yo,
crazy, man.
this is what
What?
I'm thinking about it too, Wolf. If they did that, if they announced it like right after E3, the internet would like halfway
well,
break. You know what I mean? But this is what I really think about the whole seeing Gears of War, especially in the new light on the Xbox One, is that when the 360 was really pumping, that was Halo 3, Gears of War, all that shit. Like this is what everybody was talking about. I remember like there was so much hype around it. And now it seems like gamers done forgot what the fuck, what was fun about games. And so they're pointing to indies and sales and all. This is why this is good. I'm saying, hey, let the world see this shit again because the original Gears, when that shit dropped a long time ago, it's almost 10 years ago. So there's a lot of people, say you're 20 years old now and you're into games. I mean, you're 10 years old when the original Gears came. So just kind of like to rejuvenate and shake up everybody and say, you remember this shit? Like, this is some Gears of War. I think it's going to really bring some steam to the Xbox. I really do. Just
yeah.
like a
I
remaster.
agree. I
There's a
agree
lot
with
of
you.
360
Hey,
on
imagine when they said it's gonna be if they do say that it's available to download at that very moment, Xbox Live will crash
Yeah,
immediately.
for
While
$20.
motherfuckers trying to download that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Xbox,
What?
people at Xbox, if you have any wind of the conversation in this video, man, that would be an idea to really shake things up. E3, if you say you show a Gears of War along with you're showing Scalebound, and I mean we're just not going to E3 talking about Gears of War, but say you show a collective group of all these things and you end it with Gears of War is available right
Hey,
now.
Ironwood.
It would I'll go crazy.
Yeah.
I would go crazy. And I don't go crazy over shit, but I'll go fucking crazy.
They should open with Halo 5 and end with Gears of War.
Hey guys, do y'all think this is like Phil Spencer and them, giving us as Xbox gamers, the community in us, a little teaser because Sony threw their little God of War, so they blessed us with the Gears.
Yeah, I think so, man. And plus, this game is gonna be built from the ground
They're
up.
like, don't worry, we got y'all.
This ain't no port like The Last of Us. It ain't no last generation port. This is a legit remaster. They're gonna retouch everything on this game, from character models to environments, everything. The multiplayer. I reckon even the campaign will have that feature like Halo, where you could switch between old and new graphics. That would be sick.
That'd be sick.
I would love to see the old graphics and the new graphics. You know what I mean? Just that button, sometimes it just takes me way back. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes,
Yeah,
even on Halo, I play with the old graphics, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I remembered it back in the day on the OG Xbox. It was sick, man.
Yeah, when you first chainsaw your first locust,
Yeah.
That was sick.
Oh yeah, the brutal stuff, man. See, I got that PlayStation. I was playing Uncharted.
Damn, the
There's no blood in that
chainsaw.
shit, man.
Yeah.
I remember going back to Gears of War 3 and being like, oh my god, this is what I miss. But like Wolf was just saying, that's right. Somebody was just saying like they can retouch up all the stuff, and if you remember, just real quick, it's like there is so much shit to polish in Gears of War because I remember when I first seen it, it blew me the fuck away.
Yeah.
Like it almost seemed like
Yeah.
steam was coming off of your gun because of like the rain. And this was like 360. This is a long time ago. So to see that, I think it would be huge.
Yo, man,
It
the
is.
360 was a beast, and it still is till this very day, man.
That's
It's
my
one of the greatest
favorite
consoles
console,
ever
man.
made.
One of the
That's
greatest
my
consoles.
favorite console.
Yeah, that and the Dreamcast and the OG Xbox, man. One of the greatest consoles ever
And
made.
Sega Genesis
And the
16-bit.
GameCube. The GameCube was sick, man. I love the GameCube, man. I have to give Nintendo their props for that, man. They bring out some quality exclusives, man.
Oh
While
shit.
Sony, man, they're always trying to copy them all the time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what my favorite console was, guys? I think it was probably the Super NES, man. You know why?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the shit,
I
man.
ain't
saw
gonna lie.
some TV
Super
the
NES
same
is
year,
fire.
so that shit was magical. You know what I'm saying? I was a little kid, man. playing some.
Donkey Kong Country, man, that was a
Donkey Kong
shit,
Country.
man.
Oh, everybody was hooked on that.
Game.
And Killer Instinct, the first Killer
Killer
Instinct.
Instinct, Secret of Man. There's so many great games on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, man, that was my favorite console, man. But
F-Zero.
F-Zero, the
I
very
ain't
first
gonna
Mario,
lie, Street
man.
Fighter was the shit too.
Yeah,
Back
but
then,
I was
back
kind of
then.
more of a Mortal Kombat fan.
No, Mortal Kombat is Mortal Kombat though.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
Street
lie.
Fighter had like, every time you punch him, it's like, gray blood or spit coming out, man. It's like they never had blood in Street Fighter, man. I believe that game was always for the casuals, man. While Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct, man, that was for the hardcore,
Yeah, I really
man.
like
Yeah,
those.
Mortal
it was
Kombat
more-
was sick. I was
There
hooked on that.
was more strategy involved
Yeah,
in
me
those
too.
games. Like
I think it's
Street
more
Fighter,
in
man. Street Fighter was just too damn cheesy, man. Like you could just do, Hadouken, like fireball all the time, and that's all you do. You know what I'm saying? Like with Mortal Kombat, you could teleport on the other side, dodge the fireball, and just attack motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You could spear them and all them shits, man.
Yeah, those were really great games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, I just believe Street Fighter is irrelevant, just like the PS4, and that's why, irrelevant belongs to irrelevant. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is, man.
I really like what Microsoft is doing with the Xbox One. You see how they're taking the approach to be more for the gamer? Like they're trying to
Yep.
get Call of Duty. They got the Call of Duty fans. They get Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat. They're trying to get the fighting game fans. If the Joe Montana football is true, they're getting the sports fan. They got Tomb Raider. They're trying to get the action adventure fans, Uncharted fans. It's like they're really branching out and grabbing more genres.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah.
Because you know what? If they do have a Joe Montana football, that'd be the biggest thing ever, man. 'Cause let Sony have baseball, because we were all talking at a party, and it's like Chief was saying that shit's like I don't even know a motherfucker in baseball. Like who the fuck plays baseball? I have no clue, man. Now if we get a football game that's exclusive to Xbox One, like a Joe Montana, oh fuck.
Yeah, maybe by 2K. I think that would sell millions.
Man, Joe Montana, I haven't played that in a long time.
Yeah, those are good games.
I remember that on the Genesis back in the day on the Sega, man.
Genesis. Joe
I think
Montana.
People underestimate that. I think there's a lot of hungry fans for that game. Imagine that with Halo 5, Gears of War, Forza, Rise
You gotta
of the Tomb
understand,
Raider.
that's a
Fable.
classic.
Yeah, they're gonna sell consoles this Christmas.
For sure, man.
What
But
about Scalebound, man? It's like that shit. Platinum Games. I think that one's gonna be the biggest sleeper of them all,
yeah,
man.
man, Bayonetta is the shit, though. You know what I'm saying? And you could only imagine what they're gonna do with Scalebound.
Dragon.
Open world with dragon
That's-
companions.
I've been waiting for that game. I'm waiting for that game.
But yeah, like I'm saying, man, to everybody that's gonna watch, I do suggest support this Gears of War game when it releases, man. Because if you don't, you're a complete ass pirate. If you don't.
Yeah, go support your Gears of War games, man.
Hell
Go
yeah.
support your Halos. Go support the games that are gonna support you as a gamer. Not this bullshit where you get it, you pay $60 for it, you're done in a week, and then it's in a bargain bin. Like, get the games that are gonna actually, give you some of your, value. It's gonna hold its value over time, like a Gears of War, a Halo, or something. That's why, no offense, but that's why I can't fuck with these PlayStation games. It's like, Bloodborne is a good game. It's a decent game. It's a 93. It's a critically acclaimed across Metacritic, but it's like, what about the multiplayer? You know what I'm saying? Am I going to be able to play that shit 5 months out?
See,
He
make a good point. That's what I've been saying. All of the PS4 exclusives are like one-night stands. That's like, you love it at night, and
Wow.
by the time you leave it. Because Xbox games, they have like their longevity. I still play Dead Rising 3. I still play Forza 5. You can't tell me that people still play Killzone and people still playing Second Son. They sell it the next day, they beat it.
Yeah, it's just like the order, right? Like people bought it, completed it in 5 hours. I think to me that was a rent. That was never a buy.
Yeah,
But
horrible.
they should have released that in episodes, in my opinion, like the Resident Evil thing. That shouldn't have been a full retail, game. It shouldn't have been a full retail game, man. But for $60, man, that has no value, man.
Yeah, they're ripping
No
off
value
their
for money.
consumers.
Completely ripping off their consumers, man. And Second Son, people completed that in 9 hours. You know what I'm saying? That shit went straight back to the store. Had no replay value. While Sunset Overdrive, that had a lot of replay value.
Yeah, that game is amazing. I think that's one of the
Yeah,
best
co-op,
games.
man. You run around doing co-op and stuff, and they have the DLC, but I think it goes past that, man. I was thinking about doing a YouTube video on this whole subject, but it's like I wouldn't take all of your fucking PlayStation exclusives for one Halo in my Master Chief Collection, because I'm going to be playing the Master Chief Collection and all the Halos in that for a very long time down the road. And I've already put so many hours into these games, man. I can't go through and beat the Uncharted 5-6 times, man, or whatever they have.
Trash of Us. Was it the Trash of Us or something like that?
The Trash of Us. You make a good
All right. Check this out, guys. What would you rather prefer? Some of y'all got PS4s and the Xbox One.
I don't have a PS4.
Infamous Second Son, or what you call it?
Sunset.
Sunset.
Yeah,
What would you, if you had $65? Be honest. Which game would you buy?
I'll buy Sunset. It has multiplayer too, man. It has a better story.
Yeah. I don't want to come off as an Xbox. Like people saying Xbox, I own all the Uncharted. I own all the Infamous games. I beat them. It's just that they seem stale to me. There's nothing going on in the environment. There's no characters going around. I find the story boring. Sunset Overdrive was just amazing. It was funny. I like the multiplayer. It was just perfect. It was like everything Infamous should have been.
Oh,
Yeah, you see the chaos on screen, the enemies on screen, man. You know what I mean? Like with Infamous, man, you only see like what 4 characters max on screen. While Sunset Overdrive, there are like hundreds, man. Even Dead Rising, man. Dead Rising had like 1,000 zombies on screen.
I'm trying to explain that to people, man. It's like, exactly, like, I'm not trying to be, it's not no fanboy shit. I've had every PlayStation up until this generation, so it's not like I just was always Xbox and, you know, none of that shit. Yeah. It's just the games, man. And I mean, Infamous Second Son or Sunset Overdrive, you're talking about, I'll even go as far as to talk about the developers and Insomniac and their previous games that I really enjoyed. That's why, man. I beat both of the first 2 Infamous games. They were too fucking repetitive. It's like, go here, beat up this drug dealer, and do this bullshit, and repeat it again. And people say this too about Sunset Overdrive. It was really repetitive, and it was. But the difference is that it was so fucking fun, and they actually intentionally meant to not take itself serious. And I mean, by the time like I figured out the controls, like there was just so many layers of gameplay, and these people are like, oh, Infamous and Sunset Overdrive are the same shit. And it's like, you really want to compare Insomniac games and their resume, what they can put together, versus whoever the fuck makes Infamous, Sucker Punch, and Sucker Punch is a good, you know, they're good, but and come on, compared to Insomniac, get the fuck out of here. And now we're at this generation where people are so goddamn blinded that they'll sit here and say, oh, Sunset Overdrive is shit because it's on the Xbox One, even though they had petitions for the motherfucker.
Man, they had a petition for Rise, Dead Rising 3, Timefall, Quantum Break.
Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, a lot of our games.
I did not see one fucking petition from Xbox players asking for the order or any game, because I sure as fuck was happy with Forza and Sunset and Halo. Shit, when they mentioned Halo last year, whenever there was rumor of it, I couldn't wrap my brain around how they would get all these games on the one disc and make it work.
And they did it.
They did it. It was a rough start. I'll be the first to say that shit. In the beginning, you definitely waited more than you played. But you want to fucking go to any console and show me something that has a collection with that much impact that started multiplayer online gaming for consoles, you can go shut your ass pirate the fuck up and play Uncharted.
Yeah. A lot of people don't give Halo the respect it deserves, because I say Halo is one of the most revolutionary games ever. It really brings that community together, make it competitive, it's fun. Everybody remember where they are when they play Halo. You remember a moment. It's like you frozen in time.
Yeah, real shit, man. But yeah, speaking of shooters right now, you know, have you guys seen the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 trailer? Have you seen that?
Yes.
That trailer was so good, but then I was like, it reminded me, it's Call of Duty. You know,
yeah.
I don't know.
Sit there and watch
it kind of reminds me of Advanced Warfare.
Yeah. With the prosthetic legs, and it was like so interesting. And then it was over. I was like, okay, Blacky, don't be fucking stupid.
I know, it just looked like Terminator to me. It looked like, you know, you're fighting Skynet in the whole game. You know what I mean? You're fighting robots and shit. And, you know, I always like Black Ops because of the zombies and everything like that. That was pretty cool. That was some cool shit. And apparently this is gonna have co-op, like campaign co-op. This will be the first Call of Duty to have that, I believe. Full campaign co-op. I believe World at War had it, but there were just like little missions here and there. But this is a legit co-op game. I don't know if it's 2 players or 4 players, but it was pretty much confirmed. And furthermore, there's rumors going around that Sony have got the rights to the advertisement for Call of Duty, and they're gonna get the DLC 30 days early. I believe Microsoft maybe they didn't renew that. They didn't sign for it. So what do you guys have to say about that if that's the case? Starting with you, Ghost Man.
I'll tell you like this. Call of Duty Black Ops is my favorite Call of Duties. But I tell you, I don't think Microsoft is going to let them get it. I'm being honest. Like, they had it for so long. Why let them get it now?
Yeah, I hear you saying.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But this game, forgot to mention one other thing. It's a next-gen only Call of Duty, so this shit won't be on... Yeah, thank God they're cutting off the 360,
it's about
man.
time.
So all these motherfuckers on the 360 will have to upgrade. They'll have no option, especially those dedicated players on the 360. They're going to have to upgrade and go buy an Xbox One. But, some people worry, if Sony do get the rights to it, because of the 30-day early DLC, people are going to go out and buy the PlayStation 4. Those 360 guys are going to go and buy a PlayStation 4. I believe that won't be the case, man. Think about it. Their controller sucks. Their online completely is terrible.
And your friends are already on Xbox. So
yeah, exactly. You go where your friends are, and the majority will be on Xbox. So, what I'm saying? The latency is terrible. It's trash on the PlayStation 4, man.
But I can't lie.
Yeah.
I can't lie. If they do get it, they're going to blow this up bigger than what it is. Oh, we got it. What's wrong with Microsoft?
Yeah, but you shouldn't treat it like it's an exclusive. Look, we have our Xbox Live dashboard on the 360 and the Xbox One. So we're always going to see that advertisement on our Xbox dashboard. So we know the only thing that Sony are paying for is TV advertisement and YouTube. Yeah, commercials on YouTube. That's all they're paying for.
And it's not confirmed yet, though.
It's not confirmed, but let's just say, worst case scenario is, PlayStation do have the rights to, the Call of Duty advertisement and the DLC. That shit wouldn't bother me, man, because the way I look at it, like Phil Spencer could easily spend that's $50 million on their own IPs, on their own studios, instead of 30 days early DLC, man. That shit don't make no sense to me, man.
It's like the consoles reverse. Remember last generation, everybody was talking about, oh, it's exclusives. PS3 had better exclusives, and Xbox was only buying third party and Call of Duty and Halo and Gears. Now it's reverse. Microsoft have a bunch of exclusives. They still have the third party, and then Sony only have a bunch of indie games and marketing deals. Now all the Sony fans are, third party is important. Marketing deals are important. It's about games. If you love games, play games. Why are you talking about marketing deals and sales?
Yeah. Couldn't agree with you, man. What do you have to say about it, Blacky, man, as far as the whole Sony deal goes, man?
It's kind of like what Blazing Phoenix is just saying, man. Like, they can have, they can get some shit that's exclusive or whatnot, but everybody's gonna know that it's gonna be on the Xbox One too. And I don't know, man. I'm thinking, I don't know, man. Call of Duty is just, hopefully it's really good, but I don't know, man. I haven't been in that series in so long. I hope this is how I really feel about it, man. I'm like, fuck Call of Duty. I need to quit trying to hold back. Fuck this game and just focus on first party experiences, man. Because everybody was all about the PlayStation 3 and the exclusives, like Blazin was just saying. But then by the end of it, it was all. Let me get this right, man. The PS3, they had all of these damn exclusives, and then Xbox was doing like the Call of Duty stuff. But by the end of it, there was a lot of people buying PlayStation 3s because they were hearing about the Uncharted and stuff. Now that role is switched. So I'm thinking that, let Sony do what they do, but whenever Microsoft start showing off all these really good games, man, that momentum's going to pick up, just like the PS3 started catching up with the 360 last generation, even after that 1 year head start it had. If
Yeah.
y'all follow along with that.
Yeah, but think about it, Blacky, man. Like Sony, the majority of their exclusives that they had that people loved were all third party. You know what I mean? They never had any faith in their first party, and I believe they still don't till this very day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, Square Enix, third party, right? Devil May Cry, Capcom, third party, right? And all those Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy. Yeah, exactly. All third party. The Metal Gears, all third party games.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, and
Resident Evil, you know what I mean? Although that was on the Dreamcast and the
It came out
N64.
later. But the PS4 saying it was a PlayStation game.
Yeah, but that's how they feel, man.
Shuya Yoshida himself said that they're kind of like hit and miss with AAA games, and so that's why all the indies. But yeah, man, I believe that they have lost some faith in their own first-party exclusives because as a PlayStation 3 owner, I remember calling GameStop every time a game came out, like Heavy Rain or Haze, that great fucking masterpiece of a game that was. And they never had midnight launches. Mod Nation Racers, Little Big Planet, Killzone. I remember Killzone 2 was they fucking showed off them fake-ass graphics and shit, and everybody was hyped up. And it was like the second coming of shooters. And there was no fucking midnight launch in my town for this game, man. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's, for me, that shit.
Do you remember when they had GTA 5 at one point, PlayStation? That shit went to Xbox, you know what I'm saying? Like they've lost their exclusives. It sold more on Xbox. That's the funny thing. And we had, I think we had DLC for GTA 5 for 1 year.
No, for 4. I think it was, right?
Yeah, sorry, for GTA 4 we had exclusive, and that was for a whole year, and it sold like crazy on the Xbox 360. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't have any faith in them, man, because shit, last generation, nobody was buying them shits at midnight. So now it's like, let's get this thing with Call of Duty and let's do this. And now Microsoft, they had those deals, whatever, and by the end of the 360 generation, they were really running out of those big exclusives. Like, you had your Gears and your Halo. Yeah. And I don't know, man. I'm thinking that this time around, you're looking at Sunset Overdrive's new IP, Scalebound from Platinum Games. They just made Bayonetta just fucking unbelievable. I don't know how you could sit here and...
That's a hell of a game. That game looks hot.
Yeah,
it's no fanboy shit, man. I'm not saying... Scalebound and Halo 5 and all these games that I really enjoy and I'm really looking forward to because it's just I just want to support Microsoft. That has nothing to do with anything, man.
Absolutely not. You've seen I spoke out against Microsoft because of the lackluster this year so far, and plus the the lack of announcement, custom consoles, no Gears of War announcement, and then look what happened, man. A controlled leak. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of Call of Duty, there's one thing I want to add, regarding the whole Call of Duty thing. Even if Sony get the exclusive rights to the advertisement of Call of Duty, right? The pros are still going to play it on Xbox. That shit on MLG, every time they pick up Call of Duty for their pro circuits, it's going to be played on Xbox. Xbox is the official console for the MLG. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
that'd be a disaster.
Exactly. And Sony, they can't afford Call of Duty championships. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that kind of money to have a prize pool and shit like that, man. Man, they're broke, man.
Yeah, they broke. See, that's the best thing about the Xbox community. You see how we're so competitive? We love big games, multiplayer games, fighting games. It seems like they have a big we're hardcore gamers. It seems like we care about games. When you hear Xbox game, we talk about what we're talking about. We're mad there's not enough games. When we hear Sony fans, they talk about they're mad there's no more 1080p. See, it's just a divide in the community.
That's a good point. That's a real good point, man.
Yep. Xbox always talk about games.
That's right, man. But yeah, apparently one of the heads of 343, I think it's Josh Holmes, he actually announced that there will be a Halo 5 console, a custom console for Halo 5.
Thank God.
Which is going to be cool because, me and Blaze, we've been complaining, we've been really vocal about it that, every time, PlayStation have a third-party deal, they always come out with a custom console. Like, they have the Metal Gear console, they have the, was it the Batman console? You know what I'm saying? They have all these different colors and shit, and like all we had was like a Sunset Overdrive bundle with a white console only, and
Metal Gear.
yeah, we ain't really had no, we ain't really the Call of Duty one, so we ain't really had that many custom consoles, man. And you know, I think Microsoft need to step it up when it comes down to, you know, custom bundles and shit. Like you see the Witcher console that they announced, it's just a normal black console. That's all it is.
Yeah, I think some people get excited for that because during the 360, I bought a lot of those custom bundles just because they look pretty. Like I bought the Call of Duty one. I like the way the Call of Duty one looks, so I bought the Call of Duty one, and then I bought the Gears and the Halo one just because how they look. And I think this would be very profitable for Microsoft. You know, if a person that's picking up an Xbox One, they see the cool design, they might pick it up. Look at iPods or the Apple iPhone. A lot of people buy them just for different colors.
Yeah, good point, man. You know,
how about the Star Wars one?
Yeah, the Star Wars
one.
That was
fire.
Yeah, that shit, and the Gears of War 3 one, man. The red
that
one.
was fire. That was hot.
Yeah, it just makes you buy one.
Yeah, you need more custom controllers, more custom consoles, and you're in there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know it's a petty thing, and I know some people say we're nitpicking, but it's the small things like that that matter the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it gets you talking.
Yeah,
it makes you want to buy a console.
From a business standpoint, it makes sense.
Have
a custom
console. Yes, it does.
Think about it as a car, and every car on Earth was black. There'd be nothing like, would you want a black car? People want different colors.
Yeah, exactly, man. You just want different variety. You want options. You know what I'm saying?
Variety is the spice of life, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. It's not like we ain't gonna put money in their pocket. You see, when they put this out, what we want, we paying. We the consumers, we the buyers. You know.
Yeah, look cool. That Batman console look cool, and I think there's a couple consoles they could throw around. Like they should have tried maybe a Master Chief one. They could do a Gears of War a collection one. Yeah,
they should do one for Gears of War Remastered, and you know they should do one for the Division because they have a third-party deal with the Division. You know, with some exclusive content. So,
a real quick question. I mean, do you guys think that the PlayStation Batman console looks cool?
Yeah, it does.
It looks alright.
It looks alright, but yeah,
I think it looks awesome, man. See, that was a little social experiment, man. Because I guarantee you, if that motherfucking Batman was on a goddamn Xbox One, ain't no four motherfucking PlayStation ass-pirate YouTubers would agree that shit look cool, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying one just to have it.
You're right.
I don't give a fuck about. I don't care about like. If it looks cool, it's cool, man. I don't care if it's PlayStation or not, man. I like my Xbox, but I'm serious. There ain't no four people on this YouTube who like PlayStation dudes be like, you know what? That is a cool console, even if it is. I don't like Xbox. That's the difference between people in the Xbox community and a lot of other communities, man. I'm serious. Like we get along with everybody, man, except them fucking ass pirates, man. I'm sorry, man.
Yo, man, but speaking of that, though, at the end of the day, the way I'm seeing it, I know it looks sick. Yeah, it looks awesome. But as much as I want to buy it, you know, when I think about logic and when I think about, I need a reason to buy it because that Batman console, I know the game that comes with it, I can still play it on my Xbox One. So what is the point? You see what I'm saying?
True.
But I need an incentive, and Sony haven't given me that shit. I bought one, as you know, before, and I had to sell it because the E3 was absolute trash, man.
Yeah, they're gonna
that E3 was terrible. That E3 was terrible, so I had to sell that shit, man. And I thought, Gamescom, maybe I might buy one again. Even at Gamescom, they had nothing. You know what I mean? Just multiplats and indies, man. That's all they were talking about. And
I don't see anything, man. Like, I don't see anything, honestly. Like, I don't want to play The Order. I don't want to play Knack or Killzone, because Killzone, I played that, and that shit sucks. I've already played Infamous games. Bloodborne, it looks cool, but I never was into Dark Souls, so I don't think I'm going to go get into that anytime soon.
Oh, it's a niche game, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many games, and for the Xbox One, I've got to have Forza. I got to have a Halo. It's Killer Instinct redone. I got to have it. You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying, man.
Titanfall too, man. It's about the game. This is what I just enjoy.
Xbox is bringing the games.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's one thing I want to talk to you guys about, which is the Silent Hill game that was meant to be, well, we don't know if it was supposed to be an exclusive or not. That PT demo, I remember those PlayStation dudes were downloading that demo and they were like getting excited over that shit. You know, it was just a little 10-minute demo. That's all it was, and I think it was basically a tech demo. That's all it was. But now that demo is not on the PlayStation Store anymore, which leads me to believe that the Silent Hill game that's releasing is probably going to be a multiplayer game. So I just want to hear what you guys have to say about that. What do you have to say about it, Blaze, man?
We haven't been hearing much about the Silent Hill, but I would have liked to see the game. And then, but I heard it was canceled. I don't know if it's true, but they were saying it might be canceled. But I would like to play it because Silent Hill is one of my favorite games next to Resident Evil. And then it just got a lot of hype and stuff because it was a PlayStation. They thought it was a PS4 exclusive.
What about you, Ghost Rider, man?
Well, I'll tell you like this. I think I've seen a little bit of it, watching YouTube videos, and the game looks alright. The game's okay. I'm not too big on horror games like that, but I'm alright with the Silent Hill. Looks good.
Yeah, what about you, Blacky, man?
If I wanted to shit on myself, I'd just go get some bad Chinese food somewhere, man. That shit. I don't want to play that shit. I don't care about that game. No, I'm good.
Yo, man, you just crack me up. I'm dead right now, man.
But Xbox has so many games out.
But the thing is, Silent Hill hasn't been relevant for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember anybody talking about Silent Hill. I just don't remember. Like, please remind me, please.
I ain't gonna lie. You should hit that shit up and make the birds chirp.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, but you got to think about Christmas. It's no hope for Sony. Microsoft's gonna roll over them. They got Halo 5 is better than anything on the PlayStation. Rise of Tomb Raider better than anything on PlayStation. Think about all these games: Crackdown, Scalebound, a new Battletoads.
Phantom Dust.
Games. Phantom Dust. That new RPG from Lionhead, Eden Falls. Then we got what's it
Gears
called?
of War,
League of
man.
Legends, Gears of War, a new Forza. And there's some unannounced games coming out. And then that Joe Montana football game. It's just Microsoft.
Wow.
So many games. Now name me one PlayStation game we know about so far. We only know about that Until Dawn or whatever. And then Uncharted.
Until Dawn is a QuickTime event game where you just press buttons. It doesn't count as a game, dude, man. It's an interactive movie, man.
Then they talk about Rise was trash because of QuickTime events. Most of the Sony games so far had
No, but
events.
Until Dawn, you have no control of your character, like not one bit.
Yeah, but
That's
how can
all
you
you
get
press
excited
is
for it?
X, triangle, circle. That's all you press. You know what I'm saying? It's like what was that film? Sorry, not film, game or game film. Heavy Rain.
Yeah, Heavy Rain, yeah.
And what was the other one that they made, man? Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls, yeah.
Same game, man. Same thing. Same
Yeah, but-
gameplay mechanics.
When you think about Microsoft games, you think about big over-the-top games like Halo and Gears and stuff. When you see
You think
Sony
about
games
big
so
budget
far,
games, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Massive budget. It has production values, replayability, it has everything, man. You know, but they spend, millions and millions of dollars on these games, man. Like
Yeah, that's
hundreds
exactly
of
what it
millions, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, Sony got that haze. They got that haze though. They got that haze.
That Halo killer.
I'm calling it at E3 Haze 2. PS4.
Yeah, but this Silent Hill game, to be honest, I don't think it might have been cancelled. It may go multiplayer. It might have gone. It might be cancelled. We do know that Kojima was working on this game, but he left now, apparently. So maybe that's the reason why it's going to be cancelled. We don't know. We don't know if they're going to continue the project. We have no idea. But we'll just have to wait and see, man. But I heard that Resident Evil 7 is also coming, and that may be an Xbox exclusive, or even Fallout 4, or even a new Mass Effect. Yeah, so
I'm not playing.
Phil Spencer did say that we still have some third-party deals, and we're gonna have some exclusive third-party content at E3. That's what he said. But Phil Spencer did say that we are focusing on first-party games at E3 mainly. That's what we're focusing on.
So it's pretty exciting.
So he if he did not renew the deal with Call of Duty, that shows confidence in your first-party lineup. What do you have to say about it, Blacky, man?
Yo, I think that's exactly what if they're not renewing the deal for Call of Duty. And after I finish this, I gotta go because it's Game of Thrones time, so I'm gonna be.
Alright.
But let
Oh,
me
Game of
finish this.
Thrones.
Yeah, I think it. I think a lot of people right now are quick to say, it's been so long since you've had the fucking Master Chief Collection, for God's sakes. Just something like that on your console. But I think Microsoft is about to drop some shit at E3 as far as first party games, and if they are letting go of the Call of Duty stuff, I think that's a good indicator that they have a lot of faith in their games. They should, man, because everything they brought to the table so far has been more than decent. Especially when you consider like a lot of the games that came out during launch. Dead Rising,
Yeah.
Rise. Like for launch games, they're really good. Titanfall was amazing. That's still one of the next generation feeling games I've played, man.
Titanfall was
So
good.
I just can't wait to see what they have. I mean, this is Microsoft, and they have a little bit of money. It's something called money, and
Yeah, that is.
when you're running a business,
That's what I did with that. I had to do that.
it helps you get things done, man. But this is Blacky Lebowski. I got to catch Game of Thrones, guys. I'm out this bitch. It was good to be in here with all you guys. Iron Wolf blazing, Ghost Rider.
Yeah, for sure,
All
man.
right,
Enjoy your thing, man.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy
All right,
Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
All right,
see
take it
ya.
easy, bro, man.
Khaleesi. Yeah, this is Microsoft is just gonna finish them.
Basically, there's just two more things we have to cover before we wrap up the show, and that is, Phil Spencer did say that we're gonna have a new IP, on stage at E3. Now, what do you think this game is gonna be? What genre do you think this game is gonna? Is it gonna be another shooter? RPG, action adventure? Real-time strategy? What do you think it's gonna be, man?
That's hard. I think they should maybe go for something like a platformer like Banjo, because they don't really have that many games in that genre. So I would like maybe see Banjo would be probably one. Or a RPG.
No. But Banjo is not. We're talking new IP.
Oh,
That's the
brand new.
thing.
Oh yeah, new IP. So maybe I would see like they can make a platformer or maybe an action adventure game. I'm not so really sure because Microsoft is already have a lot of games they're locking down, so it's kind of hard to speculate. But I would like to see maybe an action adventure game, something like The Last of Us for Xbox.
Yeah, definitely. I could agree with that. And I would like to see an adventure game or something, or
Yeah,
maybe a new shooter, something different.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think we may get like a new action adventure game, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Tomb Raider was kind of like a placeholder, you know what I mean, for now, until Microsoft have their own first party, action adventure game. Because that's the genre that Microsoft haven't really locked down yet, if you know what I'm saying. So I guess if that's what if they do bring out an action adventure, that would be cool, man. It
Definitely.
it just means that they have a whole diverse lineup. Their portfolio would be really cool because they have everything. The OG Xbox, man, their portfolio was amazing, man. If you look at the OG catalog, man, they had amazing games, so many IPs.
They need to bring those back. They should focus on a lot of those too.
Yeah, I believe they may revive an old one. You know what I'm saying? They'll bring new IP, but they may revive an old IP. Imagine they even brought back Shenmue. If they have Shenmue 3, that would be a megaton on in itself.
They should bring. I think since Titanfall 2 was going to ps4 too, I think they should try to bring back Mechasort and try to make it a Titanfall killer. Do something like that.
But you think their service could hold? You think their cloud could hold?
There's a lot of stuff Microsoft can bring back
Titanfall?
because they have a large game. So see, the Microsoft can only go up. Sony seems like they're just going down and down. Microsoft, anything is possible. So it seems like every day we learn about not every day, but every E3 we learn about new games.
Yeah,
I know, man.
It's just I think they need to start maybe buying some more third parties because during those drought months they can release one of those third party games. Like maybe buy Capcom, and then when we have the drought, they can release a Power Stone or release Beautiful Joe or buy Sega.
What they really need to do, in my opinion, man, they should buy Quantum Break. I mean, not Quantum Break. They should buy Remedy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should buy Remedy and make that a first-party studio, man.
I agree with that. Seems like they're very talented.
That's
very talented. It's
Remedy's
world-class studio. And what they should do is hire more devs on that team, so that way they don't take long making their games.
Yeah, they can
They
pump
could
out more
have like a
games.
2-3 year cycle between each game they release.
Yeah,
That shit would be cool.
Alan Wake was an amazing game, and it looks like Quantum Break gonna be amazing too.
Cause
And I
could
think
you imagine
Quantum,
like could you I'm just saying could you imagine like if Microsoft make Remedy first party studio, right?
it'd be amazing.
The resources they could put in that studio, man, it'll be second by none. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
Microsoft they have that money.
they should. I don't know what they're doing. It's like they should. Are they gonna mess up, and then EA might buy them? It might be like BioWare all over again. I think they should jump on that and get them. I'd have
Yeah,
bought them.
and
They should get Insomniac.
we're probably gonna end up getting an Alan Wake remaster, like a definitive edition, man.
I would love that.
you
I
think
hope.
so?
Well, they actually did a questionnaire, like a little survey. If you pre-order Quantum Break, would you like an Alan Wake remaster as a pre-order incentive? They did the, and apparently Remedy, I think Sam Lake, they're in talks right now with Microsoft with remaking Alan Wake,
Oh,
remastering it. They're
I
in
would
talks
definitely
right
buy
now.
it.
that's what's
Yeah,
So
up.
I reckon that'll be one of the E3 announcements as well, but it'll be like a short announcement. I don't think they'll put too much time into Alan Wake remaster at E3. You know what I mean? It'll be
Yeah.
like a quick, yeah, we having this coming real soon, and that's
What
it.
if
Move on to the next game.
But
Because they got to
Blazing
some stuff at
Phoenix,
Gamescom too in Germany.
yeah, yo, Blaze, check it. Remember
But
and
I see
Ironwood.
that I'm really excited for E3. Microsoft been a little too quiet for my liking, but hopefully at E3 it all pays off.
Yeah,
What were you saying?
definitely.
What were you saying, Ghost Man?
Yeah, I was gonna say like when Blazing Phoenix brought up Titanfall,
Yes, in there.
I remember when they Titanfall when we got it, the
Like
Sony
us in
gamers they was talking trash about how the game was whack, but now that it might go to their console, it's a really good game now. You
I
understand?
know,
Like
I
I
know
don't understand that.
it's an online game only, and they were moaning about DRM, about always online, but this game was gonna be always online anyway. There won't be no offline mode or no campaign where you are offline. So, EA are slowly like embracing the whole online thing only. You know what I'm saying? They did it with Timefall. They're gonna be doing it with Battlefront, and you see what I'm saying? Complete hypocrites, in my opinion, man.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, sometimes people don't play the campaign. They just play the multiplayer most of the time.
I know,
Yep,
man.
you right about that.
Yeah, and the final thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is Godzilla. Godzilla! 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 Godzilla!
Godzilla.
Kaya kakaya! Godzilla!
Godzilla.
Well, yeah, apparently Sony picked that game up, and apparently I don't know enough info on it, but apparently I'm hearing it's an exclusive, to the PS3 and the PS4, and yeah, man, what do you have to say about that, man? Because I don't really care for Godzilla.
Honest truth.
I don't know about that.
I
Sony should
yeah.
just bring back some of their old classic PlayStation games.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That Godzilla will be sitting on the shelf. It won't get my money.
Yeah, ain't getting my
Yo, Blaze, that ain't getting my money. That stayed on the shelf.
Yo, but that's not an incentive for me to go out and buy a PS4 anyway, man. Like Sony are spending their money in the wrong places. That's the thing. Like, why are you gonna keep spending money on third-party content? Like, why are you gonna do that shit?
Man, I tell you like
Bring
this.
back your old IPs. Bring back Ape Escape, Parappa the Rapper, Siphon Filter, The Getaway. You know what I mean? Those classics. Bring that shit back.
They're trying to. Well, one reason is because the Sony fans don't support their exclusives, and they're trying to save money.
Yeah, I
They
guess
just-
so, man.
They just save money just to look at it because they don't get nothing but indies. That's all they enjoying, like in multiplats, while we getting all the good exclusives.
I don't know why Adam Boyes, Adam Boyes is hyping up Godzilla. You know what I mean? Like it's the second coming. He was doing the same shit with Street Fighter 5. I just don't get it because like those games are kind of niche. You know what I'm saying? Like they're hardly system sellers in my opinion.
Man,
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I don't think Street
Sony
Fighter gonna sell that much anyway, because I feel the Killer Instinct and Mortal Kombat are much more in-depth games. In Street
Yeah.
Fighter, all you gotta do is pick a Kuma or Goken, and you get to cheese people. It's not really no skill in Street Fighter. Higher class character. Like if I pick a Kuma, if you pick a Kuma or Goken or Evil Ryu, nobody can beat you. You can just spam and cheese them. And Killer Instinct and Mortal Kombat, you really have to use strategy. and know how to use
Strategy.
your
It's
characters.
more skill based, man. Those
Yeah.
fighters are more skill based.
Even though Street Fighter is at Evo, I don't really consider Street Fighter that technical a game.
Nah, it's not really
Yeah.
technical, man. Like Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, even Dead or Alive, man. They're more technical, man. I keep saying, man. Like I think Ed Boon, man. You better hear Phil Spencer out. He told me he's cool with MK versus KI. So, Ed Boon, you better listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Make that shit happen.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea.
I really want to see an MK v KI, man. You
'Cause
know,
I think that'd be big.
yeah, man. But for now, man, this whole movement thing, I'm kind of taking a break from it. I will help other people with movements, man, because I'm kind of like done with movements for now. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Gears of War now.
we got what we wanted. You know what I mean? We have the gears coming now. Take a little break, and I'll help other people. You know what I mean? If they have a movement, this and that. I know people want like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on the Xbox One as a collection. And
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea, you know what I mean? And MKVKI, I reckon that should happen. But it's the thing I wanted to talk about Godzilla is that, I just think, it's irrelevant, man. Even the movie didn't do that great. You know what I mean? That was last year.
Godzilla is.
Well, who needs Godzilla if you have, Brumax, yeah, in Gears of War and you be fighting them? I think even a Brumac can destroy Godzilla, man.
They should have just brought back Siphon Filter or Twisted Metal.
I know, dude, man. They need to bring back those old IPs like Parappa the Rapper and them kind of things, man. Even like Bandicoot, man. Although that was nowhere next to Mario or anything, but still, it was good for them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems Sony lost their way, but they're just doing the 360 thing. They're just gonna do multi-plats and then maybe 1 or 2 exclusives, and then that's it. And then the rest gonna be indies.
Yeah, and there's one thing I want to talk to you about, Blaze. I think Ghost Rider, I think he just cut off there, but the Xbox One store when you're on the dashboard. Now, every time I go to that store, I just get annoyed because all I see on there is indies, and I believe they should keep the indies separate, have their own column for indie games, have their own section for indies, and don't mix it up with the AAA games. You see what I'm saying? It annoys the fuck out of me.
I agree with that.
What do you have to say about that?
They should bring back the Xbox Live Arcade because I really like the arcade. It was cool. It was clean. You had your exclusives here. You had your third.
Oh, we have him back. We have him back.
Right there. So they should bring back the Xbox Live Arcade because it's kind of hard to find the game.
I'm back, guys.
All right, yeah.
Yes, yeah, I agree with you, Blaze, man. They should bring back Xbox Live Arcade, man, and have those old classics, these old arcade classics. We get to play them, and have the fact that we downloaded a lot of them. Give us that option to re-download them again, and we can play them on our Xbox One. You know what I mean? That would be cool in itself. So, yeah, bring back Xbox Live Arcade, and also, separate the indies from the AAA on that store, man. Because, like I said, Ghost, man.
Hey guys.
Yeah, what's up, man?
I was gonna tell y'all, man. You know what game I like? That poker game, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun games.
Yeah, that poker game was fire, man.
Yeah, that shit was sick. Are you talking about
You could relax and
the
play
one on the
poker.
360? The one on the 360?
Yeah, that was fire, man.
Yeah, was it Poker World Championship? I don't know what it was called, man, but it was sick.
Yeah,
and they need to bring back. Remember that one versus 100?
Yeah, that'd be fun
shit.
too.
Yo, that shit was sick.
Yeah.
Because every time you win, you get like a
man.
prize. They used to give you a prize all the time. They need to bring something like that back because it was really social, that game. You know what I'm saying? They need to bring that social thing back. Although we still have it, but some of those games they were fun.
Yeah, it was fun, man. You just get in a room when you want to relax from playing multiplayers, and you just relaxing.
Yeah, it's for sure, man. But anyway, man, we covered everything we had to cover. We're gonna wrap this show up, man. It's been a great show yet again. And why don't you guys sign out one by one? Starting with you, Blaze, man.
All right, it's your host, Blazing Phoenix. Keep it Xbox. Go out there, support that Gears of War game.
Bang on the money, man. Support Gears of War when it releases. What about you, Ghost Rider, man? What do you have to say?
Well, this is your boy Ghost Rider 730, and I'm out. You know what I always say. God bless, but definitely show some support to the Gears when it come out. just period, man. It's a great day to be an Xbox One gamer, man. I'm feeling good right now.
Real shit, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. You know, be sure to check out the next episode. We'll probably do it next week sometime. And yeah, this is I'm all signing out. Thank you guys for watching the show, and I'll see you guys on the very next one. Peace.
Peace.
Keep it Xbox. No, you know what? Keep it Gears. Keep it Gears.
Keep it Gears. Yeah, that's fine.